set. 1400 metres. Racing. And Fanta got a clean start, has gone to the front, settling down from Whack and Tanker and Kendall's Medad. JD's moving up out a little bit wider, about two to Carabania, who's down on the inside of All Man Depara, and then Scatter and Trade War has settled last and would be 10 off the leader Fanta, who's got a very comfortable lead by 3/4. JD running second. In third place is Whack and Tanker on the inside, and then came Kendall's Medad racing in fourth place for Rawilla. 1 1/4 to Depara, who's sitting outside of Carabania. And then came All Man Scatter on the inside, and Trade War is last at the 800 metre pole. Doing it well, Fanta, by 3/4 to JD, Whack and Tanker and Kendall's Medad. And then Carabania, out wider is Depara, followed by All Man. Scatter's down on the inside, and Trade War starting a move, getting onto the back of Depara as they come up before the turn. 600 to go. It's Fanta leading the way. JD's on the outside. Out 3 wide now, making a move is Kendall's Medad starting to come into play. Then Whack and Tanker. Carabania further back Depara. Trade War has got about 6 lengths to make up on the leader Fanta. Fanta's in front. Kendall's Medad is coming with a good run down the outside. JD back in the centre. Trade War and also trying to wind up is Carabania. Kendall's Medad has raced up to Fanta, who fights hard. Fanta just in front. Kendall's Medad can't get there. Trade War late, but it's Fanta in front, and the money's spot on. Fanta has won from Kendall's Medad. Third Trade War, and they raced away from JD, Carabania, Whack and Tanker and All Man. Well back in the field, Scatter, who didn't come on, and Depara ran last. Fanta, number 2, fights hard to beat Kendall's Medad, 2:20.120. It's a Brad Quinella here, with Brad Parnham beating Brad Rawilla. Fanta, who had a beautiful run in front, found plenty up the straight. Kendall's Medad looked a fleeting danger as it moved up on the outside. But over the 1400, Fanta has toughed it out really well. Kendall's Medad's been a terrific run. Sat 1-1, came 3 wide on the corner, and Trade War, well, the conditions maybe not suiting it today, has really steamed home. It was a great run by Trade War, who's come back in terrific form for Michael Lane. And they race right away from the rest of the field. JD fought on okay. Just faded over the final stages, but ran well. Carabania was a battling run, but toughed it out to be just off them. It's 2, 1, 3 and 9. JD fourth, 5th home Carabania. 1:24.56, just waiting on that final 600, 3/4 by a half. 3/4 by a half, and the last 600 in 34 and 49. 34.49. Let's head downstairs to Scotty and Brittany.
Thanks, Rich. Well, a game performance by Fanta, who I must admit, I thought Kendall's Medad had him absolutely coveted around this point, Scott. But to Fanta's credit, Brad Parnham switched the whip into the left and seemed to really find extra from Fanta, and some very, very happy connections. One who in fact said he's owned horses for many, many years, and he just said that's his first Saturday winner, so they're over the moon.
Well, as they should be, Brittany, because this was a 4-year-old with a lot of upside too. It's only start number 8 for him here. He's got wonderful 3-year-old form. He's now a graduation Saturday winner, and he looks like he could well and truly progress through the grades. 66, 72, why couldn't he win those as well? And his race pattern's always going to lend himself here to Ascot Racing. I thought probably the best ride in that race was Brad Rawilla, who went early on Kendall's Medad. You could see him before the home corner, just extricate from the 1-1. JD wasn't going to take him any further into the race, and he made a run at Fanta and probably almost levelled up. But to Fanta's credit, he was able to fight him off for a good, strong victory there, and the money in the end, quite smart there. It has been an on-pace day so far at Ascot.
4 leaders, 4 winners. So we'll see if that remains the case as the meeting goes on. Trade War, the horse that we said was a danger, but you said it in the preview, Scott, was that he was going to have to get back, and he needed a horse like Depara to take him into the race, and she was under the whip and under sort of urgings prior to the corner, so Chris was forced to go around her.
And that was always going to be the case this morning. They were $2.80 a pair, Fanta and also Trade War, and after you watched the first 3 races, there was one leaning that you had and one that was always going to be easy in the market. So Fanta's the beneficiary there. The biggest talking point that we'll have in 25 minutes time, Britt, is that there is not a single leader in the next race.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. So you'll imagine there'll be something that wants to go forward. All right, that is race 4 done and dusted. Fanta defeats Kendall Medad, Trade War and JD, and those very happy connections cheered him home right to the end. Ascot race number 4. It's Fanta who takes out the Karen Haynes 50th birthday handicap.